The vlookup function in Excel lets us match up information to a table. In this worksheet called the vlookupExact, we have information in column A about various products, but which are also defined by color and price stock, as we see in columns C, D, E, F, and G. In column H, we want to locate the department which is associated with each product. Columns K, L, and M have a master list, and we would like to view the information in column A and match up the information with the data in column K. Then pull up the department and the category. We want to know which department this product, recycled glass and bamboo dining table square, is located, so we'll use the vlookup function. When using this function, the table can be on a different worksheet using a different workbook, but it's easier if it's in the same worksheet. It makes checking the results more direct. As we try different variations on this, we can verify the results more easily. To make this a bit more visible, I'll just quickly hide column C to G for a bit, as we really don't need these when looking at the data. So drag across the columns and right-click and choose Hide. We'll make column H wider to see it clearly. I want to demonstrate how to use a function, which will be handy when you've never used a function or maybe not used it in a long time. At times when we're creating a function, it is useful to get help along the way, and this can be done clicking the FX button, which is just to the left of the formula bar, just below the ribbon. So I'll click FX and we see all the functions in Excel. We could track down this function by looking in the appropriate categories. There's also a list of all those kinds of functions in alphabetical order. As we know the function's names, we slide down to vlookup and click, and we get a description of it. If we have time, we can click Help on this function, but if we click OK, we're still within help mode. Excel will lead us through the various arguments, parameters of this particular function. This title bar can be moved around and help us build the function. You can see what it's doing in cell HX. What's the lookup value? It's in A6. You can click or type there. We're using the tables in columns K, L, and M, and we know for sure there's nothing else in the table. We can just drag across the column letters and we see this indicator, column index number. Which column of the table has the answer? We're looking for the department name, and it's in the second column of the table, which is column L. But we put in the index number. The next entry is range lookup. The description below gives us an idea of what that might mean. We're going to use an exact match, so we'll put in the word false. You can put in the word false or the number 0. If you're not looking for an exact match, if you're using numerical lookup, you wouldn't worry about this argument. We have to use it in this case to indicate that we need to find the text entry from A6 and match it up perfectly with the column K entries. Click OK and we get the answer, furniture. We'll drag it down a few cells and check it with some of the results in column K to verify. Each of these entries generally has the same look. We're looking up information from a different cell in column A, but we're always using columns K and M, and we're always trying to get answers from the second column in the word false, in the case that there needs to be an exact match. We'll do the same thing in column R. But here we need to get the information out of the third column. In column I, just type vlookup, parenthesis, and we're looking at the entry from A6. The table is in columns K, L, and M, so drag across the column letters there, comma. The third column has the answers now for category, comma. Do we need this to be an exact match? Type or click false, exact match. You can press enter for the right parenthesis. In the previous case, and this case as well, you can simply double-click the last entry after checking them. Copy them down to the whole column. We have 300 entries, and you can use a table to find out the appropriate department category for each one of these using the powerful vlookup function defined in exact match.